You might not be aware of it, but there's another reality TV show being filmed in Utah that's not The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City or The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. It doesn't feature dirty sodas, wavy hair extensions, or even women. Just a cast of middle-aged dudes gallivanting around a 500-acre property in Utah County. It's called The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch, and just finished airing its 6th season on the History Channel. Since the term history now denotes anything caught on camera, the reality-adjacent series will return for a 7th season in the summer of 2026. It is how the show introduces itself. There is a ranch in northern Utah. It is considered the epicenter of the strangest and most disturbing phenomena on Earth: animal mutilations, bizarre UFO sightings, and unusual energies that have proven harmful to humans. For 20 years, the federal government tried to find answers and failed. Now, a new team of dedicated scientists, researchers, and experts has taken over. They are determined to solve the mystery and reveal the secret of Skinwalker Ranch. That's some persuasive hype, right? It's the X-Files and ancient aliens in our own backyard. But, like every other paranormal reality TV series, The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch has spent its multi-season existence uncovering just enough evidence to secure one more season, as well as another payday for Skinwalker Ranch owner and Utah venture capitalist Brandon Fugel. If you're asking yourself, what does a multimillionaire need with a silly, basic cable reality show? You're obviously a poor person who reads free publications. For the rich, there's never enough money. Like, ever. Also, there's the fun factor for Fugel, getting to appear on the show almost every week as the benevolent leader of the crew of scientists and researchers poking around Skinwalker Ranch. Side note, do they all live in a bunkhouse on the property, a la the ranch hands of Yellowstone? Because I have a super sexy pitch for the ultimate spin-off series, Skinwalker After Dark. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Fugel's Dream On team has yet to find any evidence of alien activity or paranormal presence on the grounds. They dig holes, run thermal imaging tests, and shoot rockets into the air. So many rockets, and the only conclusion that resident aerospace engineer and sci-fi novelist Travis Taylor ever arrives at is, wow, that's crazy. For regional reference, Utah luminaries like ex-Governor Gary Herbert, election-denying Attorney General Sean Reyes, and ex-Twitter troll Senator Mike Lee have all appeared on The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch. Nice try, but if the show's producers want real local credibility, they'll assume Super Del Shands for Season 7. Tucked away in the remote Uinta Basin of northeastern Utah lies a parcel of land unlike any other. At first glance, Skinwalker Ranch appears to be just another stretch of high desert, rugged, windswept, and desolate. But beneath the surface of its dry soil, and in the skies that swirl above, pulses a mystery so profound that it has captured imaginations, terrified visitors, and drawn the attention of both scientists and skeptics for decades. It is a place where the known world frays at the edges, and what lies beyond seems to leak through. For years, tales of strange occurrences have swirled around Skinwalker Ranch like the dust devils that dance across its plains. Cattle mutilations, glowing orbs, electromagnetic anomalies, disembodied voices, and sightings of impossible creatures have all been reported within its borders. Native American lore speaks of shape-shifting beings known as skinwalkers, witches who can assume the forms of animals, and some believe the ranch is cursed by such entities. While folklore may offer colorful explanations, others turn to the unknown with more scientific curiosity, determined to probe the ranch's secrets with the tools of modern technology. This strange intersection of myth, mystery, and modern science is what forms the beating heart of The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch, a reality television series that defies typical gender boundaries. Airing on the History Channel, the show blends elements of paranormal investigation, scientific experimentation, and traditional reality TV drama, creating a hybrid experience that's as compelling as it is bizarre. With its shadowy past and unsettling present, Skinwalker Ranch provides fertile ground for a show that investigates the unexplainable with equal parts skepticism and wonder. The series follows a team of researchers and experts, engineers, physicists, biologists, led by a principal investigator and supported by a security detail that often seems more fitting for a military operation than a TV production. These are not ghost hunters with infrared cameras and jump scares. This is a team armed with radar arrays, Jaeger counters, drones, magnetometers, and satellite imagery. Their mission is to uncover the truth behind the ranch's high strangeness through data collection, structured experiments, and open minds. Yet, no amount of preparation seems sufficient for what the ranch has to offer. As the team delves deeper into the property's secrets, they are met with resistance, not just from unseen forces, but from the land itself. Equipment malfunctions in impossible ways. Batteries drain in seconds. GPS signals vanish or return nonsense data. Strange radiation spikes suddenly appear and just as quickly disappear. The ranch seems to defy observation, reacting unpredictably to intrusion, as if it were aware of being studied. Among the most disturbing aspects explored in the show are the cattle mutilations. These aren't scenes of predation or decay. The animals are found surgically dissected, drained of blood, and often with no signs of struggle or disturbance around them. While the phenomenon predates the show by decades, it remains a recurring theme. Attempts to monitor the livestock using surveillance cameras have so far failed to provide conclusive evidence, as if whatever is responsible operates beyond the limits of ordinary detection. Equally baffling are the so-called UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena, that make regular appearances above the ranch. The skies above Skinwalker Ranch have long been a theater of aerial oddities, from glowing orbs that zip and hover with intelligent agility, to massive silent craft that defy the laws of physics. The show has captured several incidents on camera, some of which have been analyzed and found to lack conventional explanation. These moments are presented not as definitive proof of extraterrestrials, but as data points in a growing constellation of mystery. The ground itself holds its own secrets. A particular area, referred to ominously as the Triangle, becomes a focal point of the series. Here, strange energies have been measured. Magnetic anomalies, sudden spikes in radiation, and distortions in the electromagnetic field that appear to form a kind of invisible dome. One recurring motif is the appearance of a vertical shaft or zone above the triangle, detected by radar and drone-based lidar. Whatever this anomaly is, it refuses to be mapped clearly, always shimmering out of range or corrupting the data it leaves behind. Despite its scientific veneer, the show does not shy away from the eerie and the supernatural. Native American curses, skinwalker legends, and accounts of shadowy figures all find their place in the show's narrative. The team balances these stories with rational inquiry, treating them as cultural context rather than evidence. Yet the line between myth and reality begins to blur the longer one spends immersed in the ranch's ecosystem of the unexplained. Adding another layer of intrigue is the ranch's history of secrecy. Before the series began, the property was owned by billionaire aerospace entrepreneur Robert Bigelow, who acquired it in the 1990s to conduct private research into the paranormal. Funded in part by shadowy branches of the U.S. government, his efforts were largely hidden from the public. The ranch was patrolled by armed guards, and findings were classified or simply never released. This secrecy only fueled speculation, setting the stage for a series that promised to bring the mysteries into the light. Ownership of the ranch eventually passed to Brandon Fugel, a Utah real estate tycoon who plays a central role in the series' modern era. Under his stewardship, the ranch has become both more transparent and more actively investigated. While some viewers question the motives, are they chasing truth or simply ratings? Others appreciate the methodical, experiment-driven approach. It's a delicate balancing act, maintaining scientific credibility while producing captivating television. For many, the secret of Skinwalker Ranch is more than entertainment. It represents a challenge to the assumptions of mainstream science, a call to explore the limits of human understanding. Critics may scoff at the more speculative elements, but even they cannot deny the strangeness of the data collected. The show does not offer easy answers, and therein lies its power. In a media landscape saturated with neatly wrapped narratives, Skinwalker Ranch refuses resolution. It invites questions and leaves them lingering in the Utah desert air, like the echoes of a distant hum. The show has become something of a cultural phenomenon, particularly among those drawn to the fringes of known science. It occupies a unique niche in television, a reality show where the most dramatic moments are not staged arguments or fake scares, but sudden bursts of radiation, inexplicable aerial phenomena, and genuine reactions of awe and fear from trained professionals. Each season peels back another layer of the ranch's complex and often contradictory behavior, yet the core mystery remains untouched.